to another episode of the Thursday Hang, the guitar lesson that I do every Thursday here on the Andrew Wasson YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do. And also, I have another channel on YouTube for my company. It's called Creative Guitar Studio. There are hundreds of lessons over there waiting for you as well. One more thing is this lesson, along with the MP3 jam loop and a PDF, are all available for free over on my Patreon. Go over there and check it out. It's 100% free to download and use everything on the Thursday Hangs. So let's get started with what's going on this week. So we're going to be looking at a group of chords in E minor, and we're going to develop them into a progression with inversions on each chord for the creation of a more interesting low register bass line. We're going to start by learning each inverted chord pattern, and then we're going to apply each chord into a rhythm riff that supports the chord across 4 beats of a 4-bar progression. So let's get things started by learning the root chord of our first pattern. It's going to be for E minor. So this chord, as you can tell, is functioning off the upper 4 strings of the guitar in 3rd position. It's an E minor chord inverted into first inversion. That means the G note is in the bass. The notes laid out on the neck are going to be G, B. The E root is on 2nd string with 4th finger. And up on top we have a G note as well. Now the groove that we're going to put together for this is really simple, and it's important that you get grooves down when you learn chords because that makes you into a good rhythm guitar player. So let's check out the groove that I have for this chord here. It goes like this. Here it is one more time. So that groove right there is a 16th note based groove. It has a really nice feel to it, and it's pretty easy to play it. Get it into your mind, be able to hum it and sing it first, and then if you can do that, you're going to be able to play it. Let's move on to the next chord now. The next chord is going to be up a little bit into our 5th fret position. It's going to have an E in the bass, and it's going to bar across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Now this chord is a C major in first inversion, and it's got the E in the bass. That version is pretty simple. There's not a lot to it. You've probably seen it before if you watch some of my other videos. I quite like using that chord shape. And this one here is going to be part of the 2nd measure of our groove. So that means our rhythm guitar part is going to be slightly changed a little bit so that it doesn't have 100% link to the same part that was used in the 1st measure. Now, do you need to do this all the time? No. You can change things around where things are very similar, things move around a little bit, you have a little bit different grooves. I like changing things up slightly. And we're going to be doing this on the 2nd measure and the 4th measure. So let's check out this groove. It's kind of an abridged version of our first one. The only thing different here, you can tell we're just sustaining that last hit. All right, so now let's move to our next chord. This one's a G major, and it has D in the bass. And you can go all across all 5 top strings, or you could just limit this to the inside 4 between the 5th string and the 2nd string. Now the fingering is really straightforward. It's just 3, 4, 2, 1, and then if you want to extend, you can have 1 again. Now you may recognize this as a full style of the bar chord, but we're not doing the bass note G. We have it in 2nd inversion. So with this one, we're getting a D in the bass. That's the 5th of the chord, and we're putting that down low off of the 3rd finger, taking that on 5th fret of 5th string. So for this one, we're going to go back to the original groove that we had from the 1st measure, and if you'll recall, it sounds like this. Here it is one more time. All right, so that takes care of our 3rd measure G chord. Now we're going to go to our final measure where we're going to have a turnaround chord based off of D. This one is again inverted, this time though, back to the world of the 1st inversion. We have F sharp in the bass of this D major chord set up in the 7th fret position. It's the same exact shape we were using for C major chord. Pretty easy one with that simple bar with the index finger. Sets it up real nice. And on this one, we're going to go back to a groove that we had in 2nd measure. So we're going to copy that groove. It sounds like this. Here it is again. All right, so now we've got all of our chords together. We're ready to put them into a loop. I'm going to play you this jam with our MP3 jam loop in the background so you can get the full effect with some drums and a little bit of overlay guitar. So I'm going to fire that up right now. This is what it sounds like, and we're going to be playing against this groove here. So I'll just let it get back to the top, and then I'm going to go into it with our rhythm guitar parts that we've established. All right, here we go. So as you can tell when you listen back to that, everything hooks up really nice with our jam loop. All those chords are there in the jam loop, just kind of resonating and floating in the background. However, when we're playing it with our grooves, it adds like an extra layer of sound, and especially that rhythmic effect really boosts things up quite nicely. So what I'd like you to do is learn these chord changes, get the groove and the rhythm guitar parts down. We're going to be learning a little bit more around these sounds when we get together again for the Friday Patreon Plus, which is coming out tomorrow. We're going to take this chord progression and we're going to layer some licks between chords around this using one of our favorite scales, E minor pentatonic. So we're going to get some pentatonic sounds around each of these chords. So thanks a lot for joining me. Keep in mind that the PDF download for this as well as the MP3 jam loop are located over on my Patreon page at the link that you can see below. And one more thing I want to mention is our donation page. Now, if you have donated in the past, thank you very much. I'm always thankful for all the $10 and $20, $25, $50, $100 donations. I really appreciate you guys, and I respect you so much for doing that to me and helping me out here around the studio, because there's endless bills that seem to be coming all the time, and your donations help keep everything in order and keep these lessons coming out. Another thing I wanted to mention too is my guitar lessons channel over at Creative Guitar Studio, and that channel coincides with my website at creativeguitarstudio.com. So if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, thank you very much. And if you have never maybe visited my creativeguitarstudio.com website, please do so. There are tons of lessons over there, but they're put into specific courses that are at levels of introductory, intermediate, and advanced. So you're going to be able to excel your guitar playing to the next level with all the different courses. They're very methodical. They go chapter by chapter, step by step, and they're going to help you become the best guitar player that you could possibly become. If you have any questions about anything on the site, be sure after you join to go and send over a contact form message to ask anything that you may be perhaps wondering about, whether it's about the website itself or the YouTube channels or maybe the Patreon or the donations system that we're running. Whatever it is, just reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you out with whatever your questions may be. Otherwise, have a wonderful week. I will catch up with you next week again for another Thursday hang, but keep in mind that tomorrow's Friday Patreon Plus lesson over on the Creative Guitar Studio YouTube channel is going to expand upon this chord jam, so be sure to check that out. One last time before we wrap up, if you want the handout and the MP3 jam loop for this lesson, head on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. With a free membership, you'll be able to access all the free lesson material, including a collection of 6 years of YouTube archives, where there are hundreds of videos, PDF handouts, and MP3 jam tracks. Plus, with a free membership, you'll gain access to the Quick Licks program, a 30-lesson course covering guitar licks in all playing styles across all types of scales and arpeggios. When you sign up for a paid membership, you'll get access to my core curriculum, including my beginner, intermediate, and advanced guitar programs. Plus, there's also my elective courses on the site, like acoustic guitar, guitar technique, guitar soloing, ear training, music reading, and many others. Go check it out. You're going to love it. The website is creativeguitarstudio.com.